Picture this. You step through the doors and suddenly you're surrounded by jade green floors, golden dragons cascading from the ceiling, and lighting so perfect it makes everyone look like they belong in a magazine. Some people call it London's most beautiful restaurant. Others say it's all style and no substance. And honestly, I needed to find out for myself. Today, we're giving you the full experience at the Ivy Asia, St. Paul's, London. The stunning decor, the food, the service, and whether this place actually lives up to all that Instagram hype. But first, if you're new here, welcome to Jetset Sibs. I'm Michelle, and along with my siblings Michael and Veronica, we travel the world in luxury, but we do it smarter. We're talking first-class flights on points, 5-star hotels using credit card perks, and gorgeous restaurant experiences like this one, all while keeping more money in our pockets. If that sounds like your kind of travel content, hit that subscribe button and tap the bell so you never miss our twice-weekly uploads. Trust me, you'll want to see where we're going next. Now, let's step inside the Ivy Asia. Okay, so let me tell you how this whole adventure started, because it almost didn't happen the way we planned. We made our reservation through the American Express Platinum Concierge. If you're not familiar, it's basically like having a personal assistant who handles all your bookings. Restaurants, hotels, events, you name it. One quick call and they took care of everything for us. Now, here's where it gets a little funny. We actually showed up at the wrong Ivy Asia location first. Yes, really. There are multiple Ivy Asia restaurants in London, and we confidently walked into the wrong one. But here's the thing, and this is why I always say service matters. The hostess at that location was absolutely incredible. Instead of just turning us away, she personally called the Ivy Asia St. Paul's, London, explained the situation, and made sure our reservation was still honored. She didn't have to do any of that, but she did. And honestly, that kind of genuine hospitality set the tone for the entire experience before we even reached the right restaurant. When we finally arrived at the Ivy Asia St. Paul's, we were greeted with the same warmth. The staff made us feel like VIPs from the moment we walked through those doors. And speaking of those doors, let me show you what was waiting on the other side. All right, let's talk about what everyone wants to know, the decor. Because, wow, I've been to a lot of beautiful restaurants, but the Ivy Asia St. Paul's is genuinely in a league of its own. The moment you step inside, it feels like you've been transported somewhere magical, like old Shanghai glamour meets modern luxury. The jade green marble floors are absolutely stunning. They have this rich, jeweled toned quality that photographs beautifully, but looks even better in person. And then you look up, and there are these magnificent golden dragon sculptures weaving through the ceiling, catching the light in the most dramatic way. The lighting itself deserves its own shout-out. It's dim enough to feel intimate and romantic, but bright enough that you can actually see your food, which, trust me, is not always a guarantee at trendy restaurants. Every corner, every angle, every little detail has been thought through. The artwork on the walls, the textures, the way they've balanced Asian influences with Art Deco glamour, it's genuinely like dining inside a piece of art. And can we talk about the bathroom for a second? Because I know that sounds strange, but honestly, even the bathroom felt like an art gallery. I've never taken so many photos in a restaurant restroom in my life, and I'm not even embarrassed about it. This is, without question, one of the most beautiful restaurant interiors in all of London. If you're someone who appreciates aesthetics and design, the Ivy Asia delivers on every level. Quick pause. If you're loving this decor as much as I did, give this video a thumbs up. It really helps us out and tells YouTube to share this with more luxury travel lovers like you. Okay, but here's the real question. Does the food match the decor? Because let's be honest, a beautiful restaurant means nothing if the food doesn't deliver. Before I get into what we ordered, let me share a quick luxury for less tip. We paid for this meal using our American Express Gold Card, which earns us 4 times points on all dining purchases. So while we're enjoying this incredible experience, we're also stacking up rewards that we'll use for our next flight upgrade or hotel stay. That's how we do luxury for less, making every purchase work harder for us. Now, on to the food. First up, the sushi. The presentation was absolutely immaculate. We're talking vibrant colors, precise cuts, and plating that looked almost too beautiful to eat. Almost. The fish was fresh, the rice was seasoned perfectly, and the flavors were clean and balanced. We also tried their crispy duck, which is one of their signature dishes. The skin was perfectly crispy, that satisfying crunch when you bite into it, while the meat stayed tender and flavorful. They serve it with these delicate pancakes, fresh vegetables, and the most incredible sauce that ties everything together. We also couldn't resist ordering a few of their specialty cocktails. The mixology here is creative and theatrical. They really put on a show with the presentation. And the taste? Refreshing, well-balanced, and genuinely delicious. Not just pretty drinks for Instagram, but cocktails I'd actually order again. For dessert, and yes, we absolutely saved room for dessert, we went with their signature creation, and it did not disappoint. Sweet, decadent, and beautifully plated. Overall, the food absolutely held its own against the stunning setting. The flavors were authentic, the portions were generous, and the quality was consistent across every dish we tried. This isn't just a pretty restaurant. The kitchen is doing serious work back there. Let's talk about service, because this is where I want to be completely honest with you. Our waiter was polite, friendly, and genuinely kind. You could tell he cared about making sure we had a good experience. He answered our questions, made recommendations, and had a warm energy that made us feel welcome. That said, the service was a little slow at times. The restaurant was busy, which is understandable for such a popular spot. But there were moments where we waited longer than expected between courses or to get our server's attention. Now, I don't want to be too harsh here, because once he did reach our table, he was attentive and helpful. And honestly, the overall energy of the room made up for any minor delays. The whole team was working hard, and you could see they were managing a full house with grace. So if I had to rate the service, I'd give it a solid 7.5 out of 10. Warm and genuine, but with room for improvement on timing. Nothing that ruined the experience, just something worth mentioning for an honest review. Here's something I didn't expect to include in this review, but it ended up being one of the highlights of the entire evening. Sitting next to us was the sweetest mother-daughter duo celebrating a birthday. We got to chatting, and they were so warm, so genuine, and so full of life. It was one of those random connections that remind you why dining out is about much more than just food. Out of respect for their privacy, we're not showing any photos or footage of them, but I wanted to share this moment because it made the experience feel complete. Sometimes the best part of a meal isn't what's on your plate, it's who's sharing the moment with you. And that unexpected conversation added a layer of magic to an already beautiful evening. This is what I love about travel and dining. You never know who you'll meet or what stories you'll walk away with. Let me paint the full picture of the atmosphere at the Ivy Asia St. Paul's, because the vibe here is very specific and I want you to know exactly what you're walking into. This is not a quiet, hushed fine dining experience. If you're expecting white tablecloths and whispered conversations, this isn't that. The Ivy Asia is lively, it's energetic, it's glamorous and buzzing with excitement. There's music playing, conversations flowing, glasses clinking. It feels like a celebration even on a regular evening. And honestly, that's exactly why we loved it. This is the kind of place you come for birthdays, anniversaries, special occasions, or honestly, just those nights when you want to treat yourself and feel a little fancy. The energy is infectious, and by the end of the meal, you feel like you've been part of something special. It's elegant but fun, sophisticated but approachable, and that balance is hard to get right, but the Ivy Asia nails it. So, the question everyone wants answered: is the Ivy Asia St. Paul's worth the hype? For us, the answer is absolutely, unequivocally yes. The decor is spectacular. Genuinely some of the most beautiful restaurant design in London. The food was delicious, well presented and flavorful across every dish we tried. The staff was kind and welcoming, even when they were managing a packed house. And overall, the experience felt genuinely special. Are there small things that could be improved? Sure. The service timing could be tighter, but nothing that would stop us from coming back. If you're visiting London, celebrating something special, or just want to treat yourself to a stunning dining experience, put the Ivy Asia St. Paul's on your list. Final verdict, 9 out of 10. We would absolutely return. Thank you so much for joining me on this Ivy Asia adventure. I hope this review helped you decide whether it's worth visiting, and I really hope you get to experience it for yourself someday. If you enjoyed this video, please smash that like button. It really helps our channel grow and tells YouTube to share this with more luxury travel lovers like you. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss our twice-weekly uploads. Trust me, you'll want to see where we're going next. Drop a comment below and tell me, have you been to the Ivy Asia? Would you go for the food or the decor? I want to hear your thoughts. Until next time, I'm Michelle from Jetset Sibs, reminding you that luxury is always within reach when you travel smarter. See you in the next adventure.